Hey everyone, it is Jonah, and I am back with another video. Today I'm going to be going over my Team Kelly power rankings and battle pairings predictions video, and I'm going to be doing some of these. I'm going to be doing these types of videos a lot throughout the season. So if you guys like the voice and like these kind of videos along with reaction videos, please feel free to subscribe down below for more content. I would greatly appreciate it. And without further ado, let's get right to this video. So coming in at 10, I have Skylar Mayton, and the issue I have is that I kind of just felt like she was young, and I didn't hear a lot of originality with her voice. I feel like she sang Blinding Lights, and I think, like I said earlier in another video, you have to sing with, when we're singing a pop song, like a current pop song, you have to sing with originality. You have to make the song your own, because it's been played on the radio over time, all the time, and some people may not be. Some people may not like the song anymore because they feel like it's getting overplayed. But if you change up the song, they may see it in a new light for the first time, and they may like your arrangement, and it shows your originality. But that's why I have her at 10. I just didn't feel like I saw much of that, and because she's so young, I feel there's a good chance that she may go home in the battle round. So yeah. At 9, I have Emmalee. Emmalee is a fantastic vocalist. I just felt there was some control issues that I heard with her, and some notes that I felt like she could have done a little better, but her originality is pretty much the exact opposite of Skylar. She changed up a classic song to fit her own voice, and she did a magnificent job of it. In my opinion, she has a chance to make it to the knockouts, but off of what I heard in the auditions, it may be hard for her to move on, because I feel like if she gets through the battles, there's a good chance she makes through the knockouts too. But for now, I just feel like I didn't hear enough of her to put her up any higher on this list. So at 8, I have Madeline Consoer, and she's kind of like the country girl on Team Kelly this year, and I loved her voice a lot. She's a nice tone, and she doesn't really look like her voice, in my opinion. And I definitely feel like this is somebody that could go farther on the show than we all think. This should be someone that surprises people. Every time she gets up to perform, she just blows people away. And I feel like there's a definite chance that this could be somebody on Team Kelly that moves forward. It may move farther onto the show than we think. So yeah. At 7, I have Eli Zamora. I love Eli's voice a lot. He definitely in his own kind of lane, because he did sing his audition in Spanish. And he was, in my opinion, one of the best people on the auditions of just showing emotion when they sing and making me just feel for them. And I feel like he did a great job with what he was singing about. I didn't know what he was singing about. I'm not really a fluent Spanish speaker per se, but I definitely heard enough of his voice to put him this high on the list. But I just don't know if he would have enough to make it through the battle rounds. And I feel like this could be somebody that goes home earlier than we think. So yeah. At 6, I have Marisa Corvo. And I love her voice a lot. She's a nice raspiness to her voice and range, and I think that she has a lot of confidence with what she's doing. I feel like because people weren't turning around early on in the song, she knew what she had to do. She had to just keep going higher and higher, keep showing more and more of her voice, and then she wasn't really getting phased. And by the end of the song, they were amazed and hit their button. I think 3 of them hit their button, and she's fantastic. And I feel like this is a great possibility for her to get far on the show. And I think that she definitely has a great possibility to move on to the knockouts. So yeah. At 5, I have Ryan Gallagher. He is in the top 5 on Kelsie, in my opinion, because he is an opera singer, and Kelly loves opera. So right off the bat, I feel like he may get pushed into the knockouts, maybe get pushed into the live shows for the right reasons, but at the same time, maybe he doesn't have as good a performance as somebody else, but because Kelly likes opera, Kelly picks Ryan over somebody else. I can definitely see happening. I mean, with Kelly and Micah last season, Micah and Taylor's knockout performances, in my opinion, Micah killed it. But honestly, Taylor's performance was slightly better. But Kelly went with Micah because Kelly loved Micah, and there was something about Micah that Kelly just loved, and Kelly thought that she was going to be in the finale. So that's why Kelly went with Micah over Taylor. And I definitely feel like there could be something to look into this season too. I think Ryan could be a Micah of last season, where Kelly keeps him around just purely off of the fact that it's one of Kelly's favorites on the show. So I can't wait to hear what he does in his battle round, and hopefully he gets paired to somebody that maybe can do opera also. You never know. So yeah, So at 4, I have Joseph Soul. I'm a huge fan of Joseph's voice. In my opinion, this may be one of the dark horses on this competition this season. He has an amazing, just higher tone, nice smoothness to his voice. He can do a lot with his voice, and I'm looking forward to hearing what he can do in the battles, and I'm looking forward to hearing him surprise me moving forward. And I feel like there's a great chance he does, and I definitely feel like he will be into the knockouts, into the live shows. So yeah. At 3, I have Kelsie Watts. Huge fan of Kelsie. The whistle notes blew me away. In my opinion, probably may have been one of the more surprising moments of the auditions for me. And I definitely can see Kelsie being in the live shows, making it to the finale with that range that she has to her voice. And kind of the similar boat as Marisa. She didn't really get a chair turn until she got farther into the song. And on top of that, she was singing a coach's song. So it must be pretty nerve-wracking. So not only not beginning a chair turn, but at the same time, you're singing a coach's song. So you're thinking about that, making sure it sounds good, but at the same time, kind of getting nervous because the coach is turning around and then maybe wanting to do too much to show off more of your voice, but she did not. She killed the whistle note. I was absolutely amazed by it. You don't hear that a lot in an audition, and she had the confidence to do it. I feel like that means that she's confident in her abilities to sing and as a musician, as an artist, and I think that shows her experience singing, in that she knows what she's doing. So I definitely feel like this could be someone who we see getting passed into the live shows. So yeah. At 2, I have Tanner Gomes. This may be the country artist that has the best chance of making it to the finale, and it's not even on Team Blake. I think this was something that Blake may end up regretting later on. He did not turn for Tanner, and I feel like he may regret that going forward. I think Tanner is going to keep surprising people down the line, and I feel like Tanner has maybe one of the more overall balanced, just more seasoned, more experienced country voice on the show, and I feel like he definitely has a good chance to be representing representing Kelly as one of her 3 artists, or one of her 4 artists into the live shows. So yeah. At 1, I have Desz. This comes to come no surprise. Her tone is just amazing. She has such a nice low tone. I definitely feel like there's a good chance that she's in the finale. I feel like only way I see her not being in it is because Tamara's on the show also. You have her and Tamara. Desz and Tamara. They're different in their own ways, but at the same time, they kind of have similar power to their voices. And I feel like if they both get to the live shows, there's a definite possibility that they end up splitting that vote, and one of them could go home earlier than the other, or earlier than you hope for, because they were splitting the vote. And when you split the vote, they also get less votes, and there's a worse chance, and they're having a worse chance to move on and make the finale and end up winning the show altogether. So yeah, that's why that's pretty much my only concern with her right now. But I definitely feel like there's no way she doesn't make it into the finale. She just has a terrific voice. So the only battle pairing that was released for Team Kelly was Eli Zamora and Madeline Consoer. In between those two, I think Kelly would go with Madeline, just off of the fact that she kind of has more country, and I feel there's more to discover in Madeline than Eli. But granted, I definitely feel like Eli has a chance to be staved or stolen. But between those two, I think that Madeline does have the better chance of winning the battle. So my next battle pairing, I'm actually hoping this isn't a battle pairing, because I don't want to see either one of these people leave Team Kelly. But I feel like Desz and Kelsie Watts, maybe it could be a potential pairing, just because of them having similar powerful voices, high range, just amazing voices altogether. And this may be something that Kelly has to do, but I'm really hoping that she doesn't do this, because I definitely want to see them both on the show. But if this is a pairing, I think Desz would slightly beat Kelsie, but I definitely feel like Kelly would definitely press her save button if she has it left, and that Kelsie would be stolen if this is a pairing. So yeah. My third pairing is going to be Joseph Soul and Emmalee. If this is the case, I have to give the edge to Joseph Soul. I just feel like he's more unique, and he's just something we don't hear on the show every day. And I feel like there's more to discover in Joseph, and I feel like he may take direction better than Emmalee will, and I feel like he has more experience. He's more seasoned as an artist than Emmalee is, and I can't wait to hear Joseph and Emmalee sing again in the battles. But I definitely feel like Joseph has the edge here. My fourth one is going to be Ryan Gallagher and Marisa Corvo. This was a tough one for me, because in my mind, it's hard to pair someone with Ryan because of Ryan's opera voice, but I feel like if Kelly pairs anybody with Ryan, it's gonna be Marisa. Marisa may not have like the country voice, or like the country, may not have the opera voice, but I feel like she's the closest fit to match Ryan and match Ryan's power, and I feel like this could be something that Kelly has to do. And between them two, I feel like Ryan would have the edge, but I definitely feel like Marisa could be stolen or even saved here. So yeah. So the fifth pairing is Tanner Gomes versus Skylar Mayton. Skylar Mayton, and the only reason why I chose this pairing was kind of like a positive elimination thing. But I feel like there's some country twang to Skylar's voice, but I also feel like, I don't know, because I thought that because Madeline was paired with Eli and not Tanner, that kind of, in my opinion, I'm pretty much almost certain that Tanner will end up getting paired with Skylar, and I feel like Tanner wins this, and I don't feel like it will be close. I think Tanner will end up just overpowering and showing off his experience more than Skylar will. But out of the 5 pairings I just listed, the 2 pairings I feel like have the best chance for a steal would be Desz and Kelsie Watts and Ryan Gallagher and Marisa Corvo. And I think those 2 also have the best chance for a save. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. I really appreciate it. I will hopefully maybe putting up some battle reactions either tonight or tomorrow. I have to wait and see with my schedule. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. I really appreciate it. And I'll be back with more videos later. Thank you guys.